What if I told you the biggest thing holding you back isn't failure, procrastination, or perfectionism, but the assumption that you already know the end of the story? You already know who you are, what you're capable of, before you've even given yourself a chance. Well, you are not alone, because this is something that I also struggle with. It shows up when I'm trying to learn programming, drawing, and of course creating these YouTube videos. I remember when I tried to learn programming for the first time. I was following along with a tutorial to make rock, paper, scissors, and everything was going smoothly. I was learning all the syntax, etc. Then all of a sudden there was a bug, and I could not figure out for the life of me what I had done wrong. Then thoughts like this show up. Why spend time doing this when there's someone else who can do it better? There's already an AI that can do this much better than you. Or this has already been done. Looking back, sure, the program had a bug, but I think what I was really struggling with was the story I ended up telling myself. You should quit because this isn't who you are. Well, I'm tired of letting myself get in the way. Lately, I've been feeling God pulling me toward learning and creating again. And I'd like to see who I could become if I gave myself a chance to learn the skills I'm being drawn to learn. Not because I want them to become my career, not because I want to become famous, because trust me, I absolutely do not, but because I don't know who I could become unless I gave myself a chance. Hopefully I'm not the only one in this boat. In fact, I think many of us decide too early about what we can and cannot achieve. So why do we do this? I believe that our minds are trying to protect us. It's trying to protect us from the unknown, the disappointment, the change. When you've already decided who you are, there's no reason for you to try, to change, or to learn anything new. I've decided that I'm not going to get in my way anymore. So I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it even if the idea isn't quite right, or my thoughts don't transfer from my head to the page the way I want to. The only way that I will get better is to just give myself a chance. I'm going to keep trying and keep iterating. I'm finally giving myself permission to be a beginner, because that's the only way to actually find out who I could become. I just need to give myself a chance. Thank y'all for listening to my thoughts. If you made it this far, I'd love to hear about the thing that you've been wanting to give yourself a chance to try. This fight with Godfrey was difficult. I struggled a lot with the second phase. There was just something about the increase in momentum that my reaction time had a hard time keeping up with. But much like the topic of today's video, the only way I was ever going to beat him was by giving myself a chance to learn the fight. So please enjoy the rest of the fight.
Tarnished. Thy strength